What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the January 2023 Orange County John Wayne Santa Ana International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we have a very exciting Orange County update in store for you guys. We got some various aircraft movements, some aircraft changes, new routes to come, and all kinds of movements to dive into in today's airport update. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's get this kicked off, everybody. So like I said, really big here for Orange County. Great way to start out 2023 here with Orange County. They are making some tremendous progress in many ways, so I'm excited to get into this. Hope you guys are as well, and without any further delay, let's get started over here. So normally WestJet normally wouldn't park here. This is like the area for gate 1A, 1B, and 1C, but I thought it would be nice to park them here. So currently loading up, we have a WestJet Airlines Boeing 737-700. This guy's going to make the nonstop flight in from Vancouver and heading out to Calgary following that. Both services are doing very well. I think they're both like 4 weekly, so that is very nice to see, and I'm excited to see where WestJet can go from here. This Air Canada Boeing 737 MAX 8 is currently loading up with a non-stop service today out to Vancouver as well on his turnaround service. It's been a really nice daily service to add here, and I think Air Canada has done a great job here at Orange County, so certainly glad to have them, and who knows, maybe they'll be our first carrier to Toronto. We will see. Pushing back right here, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This guy is currently making the nonstop service out to Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport or Citrus Aviation's airport. Feel free to submit local fan pictures and your subscriber routes in the description below. Make sure they're realistic and applicable for those situations. But yes, absolutely love the Delta 757-200. Fortunate enough to finally get to fly a 300, which was really cool, from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta lately. So that was a bunch of fun, and I would love to take this service that they're doing in Orange County. I think we would be on the 757 for 4 or 5 hours on that flight. So that would certainly be a bunch of fun and would be a great bucket list item. Some sort of transcontinental service would be very cool. But nevertheless, like I said, out to Hartsfield-Jackson International, home of the Delta 757 and 717. Loading up right here, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 as well. This guy also has winglets, is a Gen 2 this time around. This guy's heading out to Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County International Airport. Nice route there for Delta. They did really good with that one, I believe, 5 weekly. So really nice to have our last route of the pandemic list that to come back, finally make it. So love to get to see that. Alrighty, got some chunk news here for Delta Airlines Airbus A220-300. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service today. This guy came in from Seattle, Washington, and will be heading over to Minneapolis, St. Paul. So let's dive into this. So first and foremost, Minneapolis, St. Paul is now on the Airbus A220-300, a big upgauge from the Airbus 319. I think that's a really great move there for Delta. The product's really good, and that's a pretty long flight. So great job there by Delta for moving up to the 220-300. It is not, it's still 2 daily. I think it was 2 daily in the last one, maybe been 3 daily, but still very great to get to see that. I'm really excited about that. So great move there, and that is permanent as far as I can see. So really excited for that, and great move by Delta as they get more of these in their fleet. To go along with that, Seattle is now a 223 pretty consistently as well on 2 of the 3 daily flights. They also have a 221 on that as well. So certainly great moves here for Delta, and they're doing a really good job. Salt Lake City's also seeing many of these. So if you want to see Delta A220-300s, Orange County is the place for you. But nevertheless, coming in from Seattle, heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Another relatively new model is this American Airlines Airbus A319 with Shotcuts. This is the most recent release. Really digging that Wi-Fi box here on this aircraft. This guy's currently making non-stop service out to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. And this guy came in earlier today from Austin Bertram International Airport. Both are really nice. There is a 319 currently daily flying a service to Dallas, and then Austin obviously is that daily 319 too. I believe the Dallas flight's probably going to be a fence tip, but I decided to get a Shotcut in here because I thought it was a really cool model. And while it probably is slightly unrealistic, it still is a really nice situation here. So it's looking good, and this guy's heading out to Austin after coming in from Dallas. Excuse me. This American Airlines 737 MAX 8 is currently loading up with a non-stop service out to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. It's been a really cool service, very unique, but it makes a bunch of sense here for Americans. So I think it's really cool how they're rolling with this, and I'm excited to see what they can do to build upon this. So like I said, this American 737 is currently coming in today from Chicago. How about an American Airlines Airbus A321neo coming into the picture? This guy's coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, and we'll be heading back out there as well. To my knowledge, this is the first time the 321neo has been regularly scheduled into Orange County, which is super cool, and I'm excited to see what we can do to build upon that. We have had the MAX on that route as a really neat service there too, so that's been cool. They're also flying 321 this month, which is awesome, but historically, obviously, many 737s and 320s as of late, which is what we'll see to follow. But this is still a super cool situation situation here, and what a great way to kick off January here, and super cool to see these bigger airplanes flying here too on those shorter routes. So that's really nice, and I love to get to see that there for American. There may also be some sun breaks here, so certainly be on the lookout for that. All right, next up we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A319 taxiing in, I should say. This guy's coming in from Salt Lake City, Utah. This flight is mostly on the 220, but there is a daily A319 there, and considering I don't know how long these will have left, I thought that I would put it in here. So love to get the 319 in here. This model's been a great addition to the collection over the last nearly 3 years at this point, which it's really not bugging me, but it's kind of crazy how fast time is flying. So I'm certainly hopeful that maybe it'll slow down just a little bit, but I'm not really anticipating that. So nevertheless, I do love the winter time. It is really fun, and it's a vibe. How about that? So like I said, this guy's out to SLC. United Airlines has had some movements as well, a couple of negatives, unfortunately. We'll start with their 737-700 coming in from Newark out to Honolulu, Hawaii on the Saturday-only service. Unfortunately, that Saturday-only service is getting chopped next month, which is very sad, so we're certainly going to make the most of it here. Not very surprising considering the circumstances, but I'm glad that they at least gave it a try. They did give it nearly 2 years, so I mean, give them that. So that's certainly nice, but yeah. Fun route, I'm sure, as business travel started to pick back up, and you know, everything in between, and the slots that they could use at Honolulu, and all the different variables that go into that decision, that it just unfortunately was probably not justifiable. So still nice to see United going strong though with that Newark service. It's 3 daily, so I'm excited to see where it goes from here, and certainly cool right there on their 700. Here's the 800 for United. This is going to be the beautiful Star Alliance livery. Super fortunate that I've caught both the old and the new one now. Beautiful planes. This guy's currently making the nonstop in from Chicago O'Hare, and this guy's going to have the continuing service today. This guy's going to be heading out to I believe this is going to be our Houston service. So glad to see both those going strong as well. They have many great 737 routes here, and that is one of them. So very strong here in the middle part of the concourse. United still doing very good there as well. Last but certainly not least, the United Airlines Airbus A319, the beautiful Eva Blue livery. This model is 3 years old at this point, which I've used it a bunch, so certainly very happy that I got it. I should have got 2, to be honest. But this guy's currently making a nonstop service in from Denver and then over to San Francisco. Both are great airports in the western regions of the United States. Love it, and so glad to get to see the progression there for United. So they're doing good, and I'm excited to see what they can do in 2023 here at the Santa Ana International Airport. Alaska's also doing really well here. They've also had some news. Here's their Embraer 175. This will be our Horizon example today. This guy's coming in from Seattle Everett. He'll be heading out to Santa Rosa, which is a daily flight, which is pretty impressive. Certainly glad to see how well they're doing there, and I'm really excited to see what they can do going into the future. So very nice to get to see that right there. This Embraer 175 is the latest release. This guy's currently coming in from, this is a SkyWest, I believe, to San Francisco. So those are also going really well. I'm excited to see what we can do with that, and that should be pretty fun. So like I said, out to San Fran on the 175. Beautiful looking airplane in the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800. This is the Star Wars livery. This guy is currently making a nonstop service today. This guy's coming in from Seattle and heading out to Portland. Very sad. I did not know really until about a week before that the 320 got retired, which is very sad. I knew that it was coming. I just didn't know it was going to be that fast. So I'm very glad I was able to get it in that last update there. That was really nice. So long live the A320. It was fun to utilize that model as much as we could. It was a really good one there. Certainly unfortunate though in many ways, and yeah, certainly was sad. But nevertheless, glad we got to utilize it, and hopeful for the best going into the future with that. Alrighty, everybody, sorry about that. Had to take a quick thumbnail break there, but certainly a beautiful airplane, and gonna miss the 320 dearly. It was certainly cool to have it in here. So like I said, this guy is currently out to Seattle after coming in from, this guy was coming in from Portland. And yes, finally had some lighting. The sun's kind of inconsistent with all those cumulus clouds. Frontier's Airbus A320neo is coming in strong on Poppy the Prairie Dog. Hopefully we get some more releases of them. I know I have like 6 of these, but I would certainly not be opposed to having more of them, especially after seeing many at Denver. They're beautiful. This guy's coming in from Phoenix after coming in from, it will be heading out to Las Vegas. Phoenix is daily, man. They're going really strong on that, which is super exciting, along with the service over to Las Vegas and Denver are both doing really well. And I don't think I've got to make a video since the announcement, but Dallas-Fort Worth will be starting on May 21st. I have a gut feeling that's going to do really well too. So that'll give Americans some competition there, and I'm excited to see how Frontier can build upon that with that new base. So Dallas and Phoenix growing strong quickly for F9. Spirit's Airbus A320 is currently making a nonstop in from Oakland after coming in from Las Vegas. Both routes are doing very well daily on the 320. I love to see Spirit's progression here, and we're getting quite a few new airlines here, including one I'll talk about here in a little bit. So very cool to get to see this right here for Spirit. Allegiant Air has an Airbus A319 here today in the older colors. This guy's coming in from Des Moines, Iowa, after coming in from Provo, Utah. Both those services, most of the services I shall say, are Airbus A320s. Unfortunately, my 320, I thought I would just get some rotation going, so yes, but still looks good there on this Allegiant. Southwest Airlines has a nice lineup here as well. Also, I'm not trying to rush, guys. I just want to try to get as many planes here with the lighting as I can. So here we go with this 737-700 Southwest Airlines. This guy's coming in from Puerto Vallarta and will be making a service today over to Nashville. This 737-800 is currently coming in today from Las Vegas and will be heading over to Phoenix Sky Harbor. And of course, the light is getting, it shades over. The light's still there, but it shades. So Southwest Airlines 737-700. This is the California one. This guy's coming in today from San Jose and will be heading over to Sacramento. Sorry, the routes are kind of Reno, Albuquerque, Orange County, always confusing. In this 737-700 Canyon Blue, please go out and catch Canyon Blue if you can, real life plane spotting, because these are going quick and getting repainted. So please, please, please do it if you can. This guy's kind of making a service in from Denver, and this guy's over to Houston Hobby. Comes back daily in February, and then St. Louis will be Saturday, Sunday in March. But we'll send this guy over to Nashville instead. All right, here we go with some cargo action. We'll begin right here with the FedEx Airbus A300 freighter. This guy's coming in, of course, from Los Angeles, and this guy's gonna head over to Memphis. That's a long flight for a 300, but there we go. And another pretty long flight will be this UPS 757 flight coming in from Louisville. He'll be heading back out there here in a little bit. So certainly cool to get to see these airplanes here. Love the 75 and the A300, and they're really nice to say the least. Alrighty, here we go with the FBO area to round out today's airport update. We have a Cessna Citation X for ExoJet. This guy's currently making a service today out to Las Vegas, and this guy came in from Flagstaff. JSX Embraer ERJ-145. This guy came in from Reno, Tahoe, and this guy is going to have a continuing service today over to Oakland as well. I think Contour would be pretty cool at this airport, maybe one day, but we'll see. I also hope Gemini would make that. That would be very cool. Two propeller planes over here, one big, one small. We have a Cessna 172 making a local flight around the area, which is fantastic. And this Polaris PC-12 is currently making a nice service today over to San Diego, and this guy is actually based here, so there we go. Lastly, we have two Learjet 75s. The orange one is coming in from Van Nuys, excuse me, and we'll head over to Sacramento. And this one on the left is currently coming in from Palm Springs and will be residing here for a couple days. And just like that, that'll do for the Orange County update. Some really nice aircraft movements, including the Delta A220. American's movements are nice. United has a couple of changes, of course. And then, yeah, down the stretch here with the low-cost carriers. Dow starting for Frontier will be awesome. Southwest, like I said, a couple of resumptions there, so that'll be nice. Hopefully some new routes for them soon. I know that they did announce a couple new ones to come. I thought that Orange County may have got one Saturday only. The airport's slipping my mind. Maybe, dang it. I know Long Beach got St. Louis, I think. I'm trying to think, but I thought Orange County may have got one. If so, it's like Saturday only, so. But yeah, I'm certainly excited to see that, and it should be a good route there. We're very excited to say that Breeze Airways will be beginning service in the next update. They'll be flying nonstop service to Corvo and Orlando to start. Two really good choices, especially Orlando. They'll be the only carrier at Orange County flying to Florida. So I'm really excited to see how they go about that, and I'm sure they're going to do super well on those services. So excited for that. Both start February 16th. And then Columbus, Pittsburgh, and the other route was, they're all oddballs. Pittsburgh, all three of those will be Columbus, Pittsburgh, and I want to make sure I get them all here. Cincinnati, all will be starting on, I think it was March 30th. Let me see here. I've not noted it. I think it was March 30th for two of them, March 31st. Those will be starting. So oddballs to say the least, especially Pittsburgh and Columbus. I mean, they're unserved markets, but I would think that there would be some better choices. Even flying like Tampa, Charleston, I think would have more potential, and even like Phoenix, man, they would do really well in some of these more popular services. But I do really appreciate their efforts to bring service to areas that have never been flown to before. I think Cincinnati's probably a pretty good one. I would think Delta probably never had that, so that would be probably the first time in the airport's history having a Cincinnati service. And then Columbus and Pittsburgh are certainly very interesting, but who knows? Maybe they'll do well with it. I mean, it is in the bigger Los Angeles area, so I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, there's probably demand there somewhere. So yeah, I think it's going to be really good. It's very interesting for sure at the very least, and I'm excited to see how they go about it. So best of luck to Breeze on those. I will be excited to welcome them in the next airport update, and I hope you guys are excited for that. But with all that being said, that'll do for this airport update. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.